everyone out there in Kobash Mats land, Elle here. I just wanted to start this video off by saying thank you to everyone for their support over the last year and a half since we started Kobash Mats. It couldn't have gone as well as it has without all that support, so thank you very much for that. Okay, I've got my little script here, so I'll probably be looking up and down from that and trying to say too much. So I've done like 50 takes so far, and I've said like 1,000,003 times during that period, much like this. Another one. The mats have come a long way since their inception. Over that period of time, I actually started it because at the time I was using this little thing for Kobash to lie on that was way too small for him to use, but it was easy to carry because it just roll up and I could clip it to my walking belt, but it was too thin, and a lot of the time he was going to be lying on hard ground and I wanted him to be comfortable and not wear on his elbows and stuff like that as well. So after a lot of hunting around, I thought wouldn't it be great if I could just make my own. At this time, actually, I had started doing homeschooling and I bought this little sewing machine to do some homeschool activities on. This one here is the very first prototype that I've done. I sort of measured Kobash out a little bit to see what would be long enough for him and wide enough. The one that I was using had this sort of flannel thing on the top, so I thought I'd try using a bit of that, and I had some scrap lying around from an op shop, so I thought I'd give that a go. And I wanted something for the back that was going to be durable enough, and we had this shade sail lying around. I thought I'd give that a go and see what that would be like. It was pretty durable, but I didn't really like the feel of it. I thought it would be really rough. And but that's the first one. The strap I actually made attached to the mat, but I eventually ruled that out because it just looked too messy, like clean lines and everything. So yeah. And this one is the second prototype that I did to see how much better I could get another one together. The strap's still attached to this one at this stage, and it still has no padding like the other one did, so it's still quite thin, and I tried rolling it up from a different direction too. Around about this time, a friend of mine on my Facebook friends list asked me if I could make a mat for her because she'd seen the pictures that I was putting up of the two prototypes, and I was a bit taken aback at first by this because I thought the two prototypes looked so messy and I didn't think anybody would want to have something like that, but she had total faith in me that I could do it, so I thought, oh, we'll see how I go. So I gave it a whirl. I did want to use something completely different from the shade sail on the back because, well, like I said, it was too rough as well. So I did a lot of hunting around and I asked a lot of questions, and I'm pretty sure the staff at Spotlight got really annoyed with me. But I eventually decided on the plain black cotton canvas, which was really nice because it was soft, but it was going to be completely durable. It wouldn't stain or scuff up a lot on concrete, and I really did give it a good workout too to sort of test it out. So that was really good. I did decide against, after asking a lot of questions too, on the waterproof backing because I was told that after a while it would rot after being wet a lot. So the canvas, the plain one, works really well. Just chuck it in the wash and that won't rot. When I started to put the mat together, I realised that just having the flannel on the top and the canvas on the back was going to be too thin, and I wanted the dog that was going to be using it to be comfortable. So I went back out again and had another hunt around trying to find something that I could use for padding, and I tried this batting, which I got first, but it was still too thin. I did want to initially not use any type of stuffing, because the one thing that I can't stand about buying a dog bed, you can spend hundreds of dollars on them, but as soon as you chuck it into the wash the first time, all the stuffing just bunches up into the middle and it gets all lumpy, and you can never fix it. It's never going to be the same again, and I really didn't want that to happen with one of the mats that I made. So what I did eventually end up doing was get the cat. What I did eventually end up doing was I panelled the mat and I stuffed it that way, and I really had to sort of jam the stuffing in there because I knew that after a bit of use it would eventually flatten out, and I wanted to sort of avoid that from happening, so I sort of really jammed it in there. The edges after all that still didn't look right to me, and I wanted them to sort of look nice, so I went out again and had another hunt around. I found this soft pink belting, and I thought I'd see how that went around the edges, and actually it came out pretty nice, so I used that. Now I use cloth instead for the edges. This one here is the very first Kobash Mats by Elle to hit the public, and it's the only one that I've done that actually looks like this. After this I started doing it with just like the flatter padding too, which is still pretty nice, and it's a lot easier for it to roll up too. The corners have also evolved to the way they look today as well. Because I had decided to not have the strap attached to the mat, there were some people that voiced some concerns about losing their strap while the mat was in use. So after some thought, I came up with the strap pouch idea, and that's pretty cool because it's got a little clip on it, and you can attach it to your belt or your lead rope, or I've got this little D-ring on there that I put on the mat, or the strap too, you can clip onto that. So that makes it really easy to keep your strap nice and safe for that. It's also great because you can even just leave your bag at home on little short trips, because it's got a little zipper section in the strap pouch, and you can put cash in there or cards or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. I had decided from the beginning that I was only going to make one of each kind of mat, as for people with assistance dogs or service dogs if you're in America, to have something that was just for them that no one else had, that was something that was really important for me to be able to give them. So each mat is only one of a kind. I work really hard on each mat, and in the designing of them I work one-on-one with the person that's ordering them, so they're going to be really happy with the theme. And there are a few places that I go to get the material for that, and there's some really nice themes that are out there. And there've been a lot of different types of mats over the year and a half, and some of them have been really fun. I wanted them to have something that was special just for them, that they would look down on the ground and see their dogs lying, and they'd be comfortable, and it would make them happy to look at it as well. So that was something that was important for me too. I do try to keep costs down as much as I can by keeping my eye out for specials and sales and stuff like that for the materials, as they can cost a bit of money, because I do only use the best materials out there. I won't use cheap materials because I want the mats to last somebody for a long time, especially after the dog's been on it with claws and getting chucked in the wash and stuff like that. I will be having another competition once we reach 700 likes, so keep liking and following the page. I did put a little video up showing how to follow it, so I can keep it in your news feed. So keep doing that, and we'll get up to 700 likes faster. Although when we get to 1,000, I'm going to try and do something really special, so that's going to be exciting. I do also make the mats for pet dogs and cats and babies too. I have some of my mats at a local cafe that they provide for the dogs that go there, so that's pretty nice. so the dogs will be comfy when they're out there because I've got that hard sort of pebbly ground. So that was really nice, and none of the other cafes around actually provide that, so that's really special for them. Most of the people though that order a mat from me are assistance dog handlers. They know that I'm also a handler, so they trust me to do a really good job for them, so that's a really big responsibility that I take seriously. I used to just take photos of the mats after they were finished, but some other little videos and things as well. But over the last few months, I've been upgrading it a little bit. We've been doing these all funny videos, which have been really enjoyable for us. And my son's been helping me a lot with that. He's actually filming this one for me right now. Thank you, son. So I'm hoping that next year we'll be able to get a new computer too, so I'm hoping that the videos will come out even better quality than they are now, so it's really great at the moment. I do have a few ideas for next year, which are on pause for the moment, as I've got to take the machine out for a service because it's been running non-stop for a year and a half, and it's starting to make all these really funny noises at me, and the automatic threader doesn't automatically thread anymore, and I really don't want the machine to conk out completely, so it's going to go off for a service when I can afford to, and I'm hoping really soon though that I will be able to get an industrial machine, but they're really expensive, and because I want to try and do everything on my own, I refuse to take out loans and stuff like that, so it might be a while, but once I do get one, it will probably make it quicker for me to run off a mat. One of the ideas I am the most excited about, I met up with a lady a few weeks ago, and she's another assistance dog handler as well. She's got a little assistance dog, and between the two of us we came up for an idea that's just exclusive for little assistance dogs, and I'm really excited about it, and it'll be one of a kind thing as well. So once the machine gets back, I'll be able to start the making of that, but I do have my drawing pad and my pencil, so I'm starting to draw that now. So yeah, that one's going to be exciting. I do suffer from multiple chronic health issues myself, and can have some pretty high pain days, so because of this I can be a bit slow in making mats sometimes. Especially if I have a few on the board at any one time, and I am the only one making them too, so but I do try to get them out as fast as I can. This is the last mat for 2017. I really enjoyed making this one because it's all in my favourite colours, with the purples and the blues and the turquoises as well. It's another Galaxy. Hey, whoops. Galaxy. So this is a medium, and with the standard padding, and I really like it. It's come together really nicely. And it's got the purple slip on the back. So just all the colours just go so well together, and it made me really happy making this one. That's it for 2017. It's Kobash Mats signing off. We hope you'll keep following us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on Twitter. So see you next year. Thank you again. Don't stop believing.